this year has been a good year for Ghost. They just wrapped up a tour that they've been on since about April of 2018, so I'd say about a year and a half. They've been on a single tour, which I don't know if that's a lot for a band, or normal, but I saw them twice on that one tour, so that was pretty good. Saw them in December of 2018 and again in October of this year, 2019, and that were good shows, two very good shows. But the one thing that, well, you can probably tell by the title of this video, our boy Tobias Forge received, I think, Kerrangs or Metal Hammers, one of those heavy metal magazines. He received their Metal Artist of the Decade Award, which is amazing for him. He's definitely put in a lot of work and a lot of time in over the past decade. If you know anything about him, he's definitely killed it over the last 10 years of, music production, from being in obviously all the different bands and musical groups that he's been a part of. He definitely deserves Metal Artist of the Year, or Metal Artist of the Decade, rather. Definitely hardworking individual. As anyone who knows about Tobias, he's definitely probably one of the hardest working artists out there, at least that I know of, anyways. Definitely very good for him, again, to get that award, and I hope to see him be even more successful in the upcoming decade of 2020 to 2030, obviously. So he's definitely deserved it. Definitely deserved it. I really can't wait to see what Ghost has planned for, again, this next upcoming decade, because they're definitely hardworking. They're definitely one of the most unique metal bands. I would say one of the most unique metal bands of our era, of our generation. You have bands like Metallica who are fans of them, and I'm sure members of other bands that are also fans of Ghost, covering their music and stuff like that, and just for them, I think for Tobias, hearing Metallica perform Cerise, even just in a studio session, I think, because if I heard James Hetfield performing a song that I wrote, that would blow my mind, because James Hetfield is, again, a legend in the rock community, in the metal community. So to have a legend like him performing a song, even just messing around in the studio, would be amazing. So hard-working individual, Tobias. Very, very happy to hear of his successes. Just like the worst intersection to get out of. Really is. No one lets you out. Everyone is more important than you are. Is this guy gonna let me out? Of course not. What about this dude? Of course not. You're coming back to a very, but Ghost is definitely one of my favorite bands of the past 10 years, and they're definitely one of the more influential bands, I would say, because, well, I don't know if they're super influential, but oh, you suck. They're definitely one of the more unique, I think, because, I mean, there's a lot of bands that wear masks, like Slipknot and Mushroomhead, and I'm sure there's a lot of others, a whole list of other bands that wear masks, but I think Ghost just, they take it to another level. They're so professional, and they're such great showmen, or showwomen, I should say, as well. They've just created this whole lore around the band, this whole world around the band that just makes you more invested in it. The more you see of the band, the more you want to know about them, and the more invested you are in them. And I think that's all because of the genius behind Tobias Forge. And I consider him to be like the director almost of Ghost, you know, because he orchestrates all of this stuff from behind the curtain. And when he adorns his costume and becomes the Cardinal, he's no longer Tobias. He's Cardinal Copia, or Cardinal Copia. He is the Cardinal. You know, he's no longer Tobias. He's again the Cardinal, which I think is very amazing. He I don't know. I'm happy for him, and I think they had one of their songs be named. What the hell are you doing? Pay attention, bud. Pay the fuck attention to what you're doing. I forgot what song it was, but I know one of their songs got named Metal Song of the Decade. I don't know which one it was, but I know it was one of them. I think I don't know if it was from Prequel, or I was gonna say that was the only album released this decade, but that's not true. Shit, Opus came out in 2010, almost 10 years ago. So maybe that was named. Maybe it was a song from Opus that was named Metal Song of the Decade. That makes sense, because that came out in 2010. So it would make sense for that song to be named Metal Song of the Decade. This video has stretched on for a little too long now, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to listening to some Ghost. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend or fantastic week. Happy whatever you celebrate, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever it is, Festivus. I don't care what you celebrate. Have a good day. Let's say that. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good year. Have a good rest of the 2019. Have a good 2019. Have a better 2020. I hope your 2020 is better than your 2019. I'll see you guys whenever. That might be next year. That might be tomorrow. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. See ya.